Hello children, welcome to online session. Today we are going to learn about health and hygiene and it is part 2. Okay, already in part 1 what we have discussed, it's about benefits of rest, what are the different food groups, what is the importance of exercise and rest and our food and balance it etc. Okay, do you remember children what is first part? Now we will move to second part, it is about diseases. Okay. So in this session, we are going to discuss about these three topics. What are they? First one, diseases and spread of diseases. In what way the disease will be spread and how to prevent the diseases. Okay. Now, first you must understand what is meant by disease. Okay. So disease is a state of unhealthy condition of our body in which one or more parts are affected and our body doesn't function normally. Okay, so it is called diseases. So basically there are two types of diseases. One is communicable disease and another one is non-communicable disease. Okay, so first topic, non-communicable diseases. So these non-communicable diseases, how it will spread, what is the reason, what are the symptoms, how to prevent it, everything we will see now. So these non-communicable diseases, because of this four reasons it will come. What are they? Lack of healthy food, unhealthy lifestyle, then allergy, birth related diseases and disorder. Okay. In this slide we are going to discuss about lack of healthy food. Okay, lack or deficiency. Okay, lack of or deficiency nutrients like vitamin and minerals in the food, it will cause the disease. Okay, so these are called deficiency diseases. Okay, mostly deficiency diseases can be prevented or cured by proper diet. Okay, here I am going to show some disease and for which reason it is coming, which are the symptoms will be, then which are the foods rich in the nutrients. Okay. Children, look at this picture. So this is the disease name is marasmus. Okay. So because of carbohydrate deficiency, this marasmus disease will come. Okay. If it is coming, the child becomes so thin that loose fold of skin can be seen all over the body. See, we can see the skin all over the body. Even the ribs of the child are also visible. Okay, sometimes stomach also will be shrinkage, chronic diarrhea, weight loss. These and all are the symptoms of marasmus. So by eating this nutrient food, what are the nutrient food? Rice, wheat, potato, maize and honey. So by eating of food rich in nutrient, we can avoid the marasmus disease. Now, in this slide, we are going to discuss about the disease kwashiorkor. Look at this picture, how the abdomen of the child gets swollen. Okay, so usually the abdomen will get the swollen, then the legs also will become very thin. Why the kwashiorkor disease is coming? Because of protein deficiency. If you will take proper amount of protein food like egg, fish, meat, cereals, pulses, we can avoid the kwashiorkor disease. Children, in this slide, we are going to discuss about anemia. Okay. Why the anemia will come? Because of iron deficiency, the anemia will come. Look at the picture, how it will be. See, can you see the difference between both the hands? See, it is very pale hand. So, extreme fat and weakness, pale skin are the symptoms of anemia. Okay, so if anybody got anemia, they will not get proper number of red cell in their body. Look at this both picture. It is normal human body which is having more blood cell, and here those who are affecting by anemia, they will get very low number of blood cells in the blood. So by taking of this food rich in nutrient, we can avoid the anemia. What are the iron deficiency food? Eggs, pulses, spinach, green leafy vegetable and cereals. Then goiter. Okay, so because of iodine deficiency, the goiter will come. See what happened here? Swelling of thyroid gland present near the neck region. Okay, a swelling in the front of the throat caused by an increase in the size of the thyroid gland. Because of that, goiter will come. Okay, so which are the food rich in nutrient? Fish, seafood and iodized salt. Iodized salt. So if you will take these food, we won't get like these types of goiter. Then improper development of bones and teeth. That is also one of the deficiency disorder. Improper development of bones and teeth. Okay, so because of calcium and phosphorus deficiency, the bones and teeth will become very weak. Okay, so bones and teeth become very weak and brittle also. Okay, so which are the food we have to take to avoid it? Milk, green leafy vegetable, meat and fish, pulses, nuts also. Okay. Then night blindness. Night blindness means after 6 o'clock evening, we cannot see properly. So it is called a night blindness. So because of vitamin A deficiency, the night blindness will come. Okay, night blindness means what? A person cannot see in dim light. It is called night blindness. So if you will take carrot, butter, milk, spinach, green leafy vegetables, we won't get these types of disease. Okay. Because of vitamin A deficiency, night blindness will come. Children, next disease scurvy. Okay, look at this picture. Swelling and bleeding from gums. See, from gums always the bleeding will be come. So why the scurvy is coming? Because of vitamin C deficiency. Okay, so if you will eat citrus fruits, we can avoid the scurvy disease. Citrus fruit means what are they? Lemon, oranges, tomatoes, lime. So it will not be in sweet taste, it will be sour taste. Okay, by eating of citrus fruits, we can avoid the scurvy disease. And next deficiency name is rickets. Rickets means because of vitamin D deficiency, the rickets disease will come. Okay, so if you will take proper amount of milk, fish and eggs, we can avoid the rickets. What is the symptom? How it will be? See, bow legs. The legs will be bend. So bending of the spine and bent legs is the symptoms of rickets. Okay. Then unhealthy lifestyle. Okay, unhealthy lifestyle. So many non-communicable diseases like heart disease, abnormal blood pressure, lung disease, cancer, diabetes are caused because of this unhealthy food style only. Okay, so some people will be having bad habits like smoking, drinking alcohol and unhealthy diet, physical inactivity. What does mean by physical inactivity? They will be sitting in one place or they'll be sleeping always. So physical activity should be given to our body. So instead of physical inactivity also, unhealthy lifestyle we will get, and sometimes because of environmental pollution also Overeating and frequent eating or fatty or oil foods can lead to accumulation of extreme fat. So some children will be eating frequently, half an hour once, 1 hour once. They will be using oil food and junk food continuously they will take. So because of that they will get overweight condition. In many cases the increase in weight is so high and it causes very health problem also. So this is called obesity. Okay, so people who are obese may suffer from heart problem, breath problem, diabetic, certain types of cancer and joint pain also. And third one, allergy. Okay, so some people react negatively to certain things they eat, breathe or touch. For example, some people sneeze a lot when exposed to dust. This condition is called allergy. Okay, if you will get allergy, what are the symptoms will come? What are the symptoms will come? It may cause sneezing, runny nose, rashes on the skins, itching, vomiting, diarrhea. Okay, so these are the symptoms to get the allergy. Sorry, if you will get allergy, these symptoms will come. People may be allergic to different different conditions of temperature, food, and medical also. Okay, because of medicine, chemical medicine, and insect sting also, some people will get allergy. Then birth related disease and disorder. Look at this picture. Sometimes certain disease develop when a child is still in the womb of the mother. For example, many children are born with a defective heart. Some are born with cleft foot or cleft lips. Okay, you can see the picture. So it will come from the birth. Okay, see how it is the lips, and here also, here. Okay, so this is the birth related diseases and disorders. So non-communicable diseases over. Children, next we will move on communicable disease. Okay, so disease which can spread from one person to another person is called communicable disease. See, in the title only we will come to know what is the meaning of communicable. What is the meaning of communicable? From one person to another person. So, a disease which can spread from one person to another, it is called communicable disease. Why the communicable diseases are coming? Actually, there are tiny living organisms present everywhere. Everywhere means in the air, in water, in soil, in food, and also inside the bodies of animal. We cannot see them with our bare eyes. They can see only through a microscope. So it is called microbes. Okay. Some of these microbes cause communicable disease. Okay. These diseases causing microbes are called germs. So the main types of germs are bacteria, protozoa, fungi and virus. Now we will discuss about the main types of germs, that is bacteria, protozoa, fungi and virus. Children, now I will show the picture of the 4 germs. Now these are the pictures of germs. It will be very tiny shape. See, first one bacteria, and this is protozoa, and third one is fungi, and last one is virus. Okay, so this bacteria can cause disease like typhoid, tuberculosis and meningitis. Okay, then protozoa also can cause diseases like malaria and dysentery, and fungi. Fungi can cause skin disease like ringworm disease and nail infection. Okay, virus it will create more disease. Virus can cause diseases like common cold, influenza, bird flu, swine flu and polio, etc. And recently, wherever see we are hearing the name no coronavirus. Even because of the virus only, it has spreading. It is spreading by virus. So these are the 4 tiny microbes or germs. Because of that only the communicable diseases are spreading. What are they? Bacteria, protozoa, fungi and virus. Okay, when a large number of people living in an area become ill with the same disease at the same time, it is called a epidemic or outbreak the disease. Okay, now for example coronavirus is the pandemic disease. Okay, like that when a large number of people living in one area they will get ill with the same disease at the same time means it is called epidemic or outbreak of the disease. Okay, sometimes the disease which can cause an epidemic means like cholera, jaundice, typhoid, malaria and plague. Okay, but coronavirus is pandemic disease. Okay, and one more news I'll tell. See, there was an outbreak of plague in Surat in the year of 1994. It claimed many lives in the city. The main reason for the outbreak was the dirty and unhealthy conditions are there. So because of dirty and unhealthy condition, they got the disease plague in Surat in 1994. The plague disease acted as an eye opener for the citizens and government. Okay, so immediately a cleanliness drive was taken up. Now it is one of the cleanest city in our country. So we should be very careful with the communicable disease. So always we should be maintain the hygienic and we should eat the healthy food. So diseases are spread through air, water, food and some insects. Okay, this is the way to spread of diseases. Okay, so how it will spread through the air? No, diseases like common cold, influenza, tuberculosis and diphtheria. These types of diseases it will spread through the air, and these germs are released into the air when a patient sneezes or cough. Okay, when healthy person breathe in these germs, they will get infection. Okay, then water, how the disease that spread through the water, disease like cholera, typhoid, jaundice and diarrhea are spreaded by contaminated water. Okay, how the disease spread through the food? Diseases are spread through food in many different ways. Okay, sometimes we will eat food from outside. Okay, because of dirty germs grow on the garbage and dirt. Okay, flies sit on these and carry the germs that stick to the legs. When these flies sit on uncovered food, the germs are left on the food and contaminated it. So there are germs in the dust and soil also. When this dust and soil is blown away by the wind and it settles on food, the food will get contaminated. Okay, so when people suffering from intestinal diseases do not wash their hands properly after going to toilet, the germs are likely to stay on their hands and under the nails. When they touch the food, the germs in their hand get transferred and contaminated the food. Okay, so anybody eating contaminated food is likely to fall ill. Okay, then because of insect also disease will spread. How? Best example is mosquito. Okay, so diseases like malaria, plague and dengue are spread by blood sucking insects like mosquito and fleas. Malaria is caused by the bite of the female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, so because of insect also the disease will spread. Then last one, direct contact. Skin diseases are caused by direct contact through the clothing or articles of an ill person. If you will use any patient's things or their clothes, if you will wear also, we will get the disease. Then how to prevent the communicable disease? How to prevent? There are there are two ways how to prevent: by maintaining hygiene and vaccine. Okay, because by using these two ways only we should avoid the communicable diseases. And first one, by maintaining hygiene, how to prevent the communicable disease? Actually, hygiene includes a set of particles which help in keeping good health and preventing disease. Okay. First, you have to wash your hands before eating. Then always you have to eat covered food. So if food is not covered, you should not eat. If you will go anywhere, roadside food also we will take and eat. No, it will not be good. Okay, if the food is covered, it will be safe. And always before eating, you have to wash your hands, and also the things also like fruits and vegetables also. Okay, wash fruits and vegetables before eating. Then always you have to cover mouth and nose with a handkerchief. Especially while sneezing and coughing, you have to cover your mouth and nose with a handkerchief. Okay, you have to drink pure water and clean water, and drink boiled or pasteurized milk also you have to drink. And you and your family members should take care of your kitchen, toilets, bathrooms with clean and neat. Okay, so doors and windows of house should be covered to avoid mosquito. Okay, doors and windows always, it should not be closed. If mosquitoes comes, that time if you will feel, you can close the door and windows. Now another method to prevent the communicable disease, vaccination. Okay, so this is an effective way to prevent the communicable diseases. Actually, vaccines are made of small quantities of very weak germs of a particular disease. Okay, they are given orally or injected to the child's body. When they enter the body produces substances capable of fighting the germs against the disease. So these vaccination will create the immunity against a particular disease. Okay, usually common vaccines are there to give the children. Okay, what are the common vaccines? No, polio vaccine. Already you know, no, in your family also baby are there. Or you also, once upon a time they have applied this vaccine. Which one? Polio vaccine. So it will prevent the polio. Okay, and another vaccination, DPT vaccine. Oh, okay, D means diphtheria, T means tetanus, and T means petusia. So these three types of diseases, if you will take DPT vaccine, it will prevent. And MMR vaccine, so to prevent the measles, mumps and rubella. So DPT, MMR and polio vaccine is the common vaccines that they are giving to the all children. Okay, and last one, pasteurization. Have you noticed this word pasteurization? Do you know, children? He is Louis Pasteur. He was a French scientist who did a lot of work in cause and prevention of disease. He created the first vaccine for rabies. Rabies means it will spread through dog. Okay, so he created the first vaccine for rabies. He invented a method to stop milk and wine from causing sickness. Okay, so this process name is called after him as pasteurization. Okay, in the pasteurization, which are the process will be done now? In the process of pasteurization, milk is heated to 60 degrees Celsius. First they will heat to 60 degrees Celsius for milk, then cooled quickly. Okay, they will make it to cool very quickly. So the germs get killed by this process. So this is the pasteurization process. Okay. So children, I hope you understood this lesson. What are the topics we have covered? Can we recall it? Disease, and what are the two types of disease, that is non-communicable disease and communicable disease. In non-communicable disease, what are the deficiency diseases we saw, which are the reason for which food we have to take, symptoms, and because of which deficiency it is coming. So everything we saw with the picture. And I have introduced about communicable diseases also, because of germs it will come. Then what are the ways to spread of diseases we saw. Then finally how to prevent the communicable diseases. Okay, then pasteurization. I hope you understood this lesson. Go through well. After seeing this video, please take your textbook and learn it. Okay, we will meet in next session. Thank you so much.